Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. So I know I'm late on this month's review schedule, but I wanted to get this video out right before the release schedule on Tuesday. So this is going to be the May 4K release video. So let's get straight into tomorrow's releases. And I'm going to start off with Black Hawk Down. That's definitely my most anticipated from tomorrow's releases, just because of that Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Now this is definitely a classic when it comes to movies, and I think it's going to translate really well to 4K, but specifically that Dolby Atmos soundtrack, I cannot wait to hear on my sound system. So next up for tomorrow, we have the Lego Movie, the second part. I actually really enjoyed the Lego Movie, and I think the Lego Batman movie was also a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun for both kids and adults. I think the humor in there is really witty and definitely gets pretty raunchy at times, but I always had a good time with the Lego Movie, and it's always been a great showcase in 4K. Specifically, the Lego Batman movie was awesome when it came to that HDR, so I cannot wait to see that Lego Movie. Next up, we have a title that I'm not too familiar with, honestly, and that's Backdraft. I know this has a big following, and this looks like a good one to showcase HDR for sure, so be on the lookout for that one. And to conclude the week, we have Hellboy 2 coming to 4K. Now, Hellboy 1, sadly, we did not get in 4K last month. We got the animated. Hellboy 1 got pushed off, but we are getting Hellboy 2 on Tuesday, and I am pumped, although I do wish we were getting the first over the second. So one that got pushed back to May 7th was Hannibal. Now this was supposed to release last month, but it's releasing this Tuesday. A favorite horror of mine, definitely more in the thriller category, but one that I'm definitely pumped to see how it translates to the 4K, and happy that it came out soon and didn't get pushed back too much. So the next big week is May 14th, and that starts off with Godzilla, and this is the 1998 version. Now, honestly, I wish the version from a couple of years ago was coming out, because that definitely is more my favorite version, and with the King of Monsters coming out this summer, I feel like that is more in line, but that's not what we're getting. We're getting the 1998 version. I actually haven't seen this one in quite a long time, so I am pumped to see how this translates to 4K. I haven't seen this since I was really a child, and to see how this Atmos soundtrack fares. I think this movie could do pretty well in 4K, and it's nice to revisit it as a movie as a whole. Next up that week, we have Field of Dreams. Now this is a classic, and this is going to be, I'm sure, a nice cinematic filmic transfer. This isn't going to be one that crazy boosts the colors or crazy has detail or anything like that, but I think this is going to be a great classic filmic transfer. Now last up on that week is Cold Pursuit. Now this is a new Liam Neeson movie. I haven't heard much about this. I believe I'm getting this in from the studio. I know it's a thriller, and I heard it is pretty off the wall crazy, and that usually translates well to 4K, so we'll see how it is, and I'll definitely have a review coming up for this one. And May 22nd, we have How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. This is the third How to Train Your Dragon. The first two How to Train Your Dragons I thought were a good time. I'm pumped to see the third one, and the first two looked really good in 4K, so I'm thinking this one will look fantastic as well. And last but not least for the month, we have Crank. Now this is a catalog title. I always thought this movie was just so insane that it was a good time, specifically some scenes in it, but this translated to 4K, I'm not too sure how the transfer is going to be honest with you. I don't think this is going to be a huge uptick. We'll see how the Atmos fares, but nonetheless, a catalog title coming out later this month. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave links in the description for all those movies. Using those links gives me a small kickback to review more of these 4Ks for you guys. So anyway, guys, sorry for the delay on this May video. I have the Lego Movie second part coming up this week, as well as Black Hawk Down review. So anyway, you guys, stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in the next one.